What's going on, my YouTube family? Sergeant Graybeard at Graybeard Gaming Group. Today is Friday, December 11th, and as always, I hope this message finds you healthy and safe. In today's video, we want to take some time and answer the questions you've sent us over the last few days, and we also want to go over some of the feedback you've given us in regards to Season 4 and what's really happening since TU12 dropped. Now, if you happen to be new to the channel, first of all, welcome. Secondly, feel free to hit that subscribe button. We would love for you to be a part of our gaming family. And if you enjoyed this or found it helpful, take a quick second and hit that like button. It really does help us out. The first thing we want to talk about today, my friends, is how to get the Santa hat, the SLEIGHER SMG, which is a snowball gun, as well as the new Hunter Santa mask. Many of you reached out. How do you get those things? So we just want to break that down real quick. Now with Santa's hat, all you need to do is log into the game and it should be in your inventory. Now if it's not there, please leave me a message down below letting me know, but again, as soon as you log in, you should be able to equip it. Next, we want to show you how to find the NPC who has the SLEIGHER SMG, which is the snowball gun. Now you can see I am at the Capitol building, and if you're facing the mission itself, all you do is turn to the left and go straight ahead. Now this happens to be one of two spots that we've heard a lot of gamers have been able to find him. You can see here he did not pop up. It's very apparent when he shows up. So the next spot we're going to show you is another place where we heard he, spawns frequently, and we were able to find him there. To get to the next location, all you do is fast travel to the Grand Washington Hotel. You're going to turn around once the screen loads up. You're going to head towards the MLK Memorial Library, and dude's going to pop out of the sewer right there. Now, a lot of the NPCs now in the game happen to have a Santa hat, but this guy's going to start waving his arms and, just kind of go crazy. Well, he would have, but I'm using the Scorpio, so homeboy got shocked in like 2 seconds. But anyway, you can see here, he dropped the weapon, and yeah, it should be as easy as that. What I recommend doing is if he doesn't show up the first time you go to either, Capitol Building or right here with Grand Washington Hotel, fast travel back and forth, try it a few times, and he should pop up within 2 or 3 attempts. Next, my friends, we want to show you how to get the Santa Hunter's mask. This one is easy. All you need to do is go to the summit and complete the summit floor 100 and beat the hunters at the top. So first of all, just so you know, you do not need to clear all 100 floors to get the mask. I started at floor 94 because that's where my character was from last season and went to 100. I just set the difficulty to normal and was able to breeze right through it. One of the best changes to the summit, in my opinion, and this goes back to TU11, was the fact that they got rid of having to do certain difficulties depending on floor. So again, play to your difficulty, but whatever one you choose, you can still get the mask. The next thing we want to talk about, my friends, has to do with 2 of the new exotics in the game right now. It's the Scorpio shotgun and the capacitor AR, and from what we've got, like the feedback we've gotten from you has been absolutely awesome. I mean, so many of you have reached out over the last few days saying for the first time in a long time, your character really feels powerful and the game has become much more fun to play. And I'll use myself as an example. Right now I'm running heroic difficulty. I've got my Hunter's Fury, Memento, Scorpio build here, and it's just melting NPCs. I'm having so much fun. I've been able to run legendary solo as well, much easier. So for me, gameplay has totally changed. And yes, I know it's not new content. I'm not saying it is, and we were let down in that sense. However, for me at least, I've now started playing this game much differently than I did before, and I happen to really be enjoying it. Now, in regards to the capacitor, I have not picked that up as yet. I'm going to work on that this weekend, but the feedback we've gotten has been pretty much the same as with the Scorpio. A lot of you are really enjoying that weapon, and you're starting to do new builds that you haven't really done before. However, having said that, this is the point in the video where I want to address certain issues players are having in the game. Now, I've mentioned this before, I've been very lucky, haven't run into too many issues so far. The most common complaint so far that we've gotten in regards to TU12 Season 4 has to do with optimizing your weapons and the sheer cost. And as I said on Wednesday in the State of the Game video that I did, it's absolutely ridiculous. It is way too expensive to optimize something. And that's really been the general consensus from most of the community. So I know we're frustrated in that one thing we talked about in the PTS was the sheer cost of optimizing your weapons, but unfortunately, they didn't really listen to what we were saying. My plan at this point is really not to optimize anything. I don't want to waste, all of these resources. I'm hoping they are going to drop the cost considerably, but again, we're not going to hear anything really from the game until the beginning of the year. One of the next issues that we've been hearing from a lot of gamers has to do with PvP and conflict. Unfortunately, again, a new title update comes out, a major glitch happens. Now, this is just in PvP mode, but it has to do with the Memento backpack. Now, the good news is that the developers are aware. A lot of different gamers, content creators have sent information to them, letting them know what's up. But unfortunately, again, it's another just punch in the face to PvP, like to the PvP community, and it really doesn't seem fair. You guys know, as I've mentioned in previous videos, I don't step foot in the Dark Zone. Like, I'm not digging that environment at all. Some major changes need to be made, but one thing I want to make sure I do with this channel is when things are brought to my attention, I want to make sure I let you know what's going on and let you know that it is being addressed. Now, how quickly they do address this issue, that's the million-dollar question. And I know for a lot of gamers, it gets very frustrating when it seems that they can patch something immediately if it's something they don't like, but when it's something they don't really worry about, it seems to drag on and on. Hopefully that won't be the case with this issue. However, recently they have not been the best at addressing issues with PvP, and all we can do at this point is hope that they address this, fix it, and, get the problem solved. Finally, my friends, we want to talk about the loot quality and quantity in the open world as well as the summit, and so far from what we've heard back from you, there definitely seems to be an increase in the quality of loot that's being found. Now, please let me know your experience and your thoughts in the comments down below, but for me, I am still finding better loot in the open world, whether it's missions, control points, bounties, things like that. One of the positive changes in the summit, in my opinion, since TU12 dropped is the fact that rogue agents now seem to spawn on a more frequent basis, which is great, and that's regardless of difficulty. I happen to like facing them because that's where usually I get the best gear. Many of you have sent us messages over the last few weeks asking us to do an updated farming type of video, whether it's, looking for exotics, named weapons, specified gear. So over the next week or so, we'll definitely put a few of those out. And with that, my friends, I think we're going to start to wrap this video up. As always, as I get more information to bring to you, I will probably do another news video on Monday. There'll be a few build videos next week, as well as some farming stuff. So again, I promise to continue to bring you content for this game. And actually, one thing real quick before I forget. Yesterday, I put out a build video on the Scorpio shotgun, and there was someone who made a comment on there, and the comment has since been deleted because you guys just ripped this guy apart. It was pretty amazing, to be honest with you, but a comment was made that the build was being done all wrong. So as we wrap this thing up, one thing I'd like to say real quick, and this is for beginners or new gamers, you can't make a build the wrong way. If it's something that works for you and something you enjoy, then the build was, put together correctly. One of the many things I love about the community that we have built here, like we've built this together. I started making videos, you guys, became a part of this family, but this is something we have built is I love the fact that we work together, give advice, do different variations of things, and that's what gaming should be about. And I mean, to the person who made that comment, I almost felt bad because within like 10 minutes, like 40 people chimed in and said, how is a build wrong if it's something that works? How is a build wrong if it's something someone likes? So again, you guys are awesome. You're appreciated. And I'm so happy you guys are part of this family. On that note, my friends, I want to wish all of you a happy and safe weekend. Be good to each other. Be kind. Like I said at the beginning of this thing, if you are new to the channel, feel free to hit that subscribe button. We would love for you to be a part of what we're doing here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button. But most importantly, take care, be kind, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks again, everyone.